Hello everyone! I'm so grateful to connect with you and share with you my journey here in Los Angeles. If you're new to my socials, my YouTube, my name is Yasmine. I'm a psychic medium, energy intuitive, and healing catalyst. I'm here to raise collective consciousness using healing and empowerment tools and channeled messages. And this weekend, Valentine's weekend, February 10th to the 13th, 2023, I'm here in LA for the Conscious Life Expo conference, which is super exciting. One of my clients who's been booking me for readings for a while actually invited me to join him. And some of you may know this name, the Laura Faye, who's a Pleiadian oracle channeler, as well, to do readings at a booth in the conference. So there's going to be a bunch of booths, tables. So I'm going to show you throughout this video different clips and aspects of not only the conference, but my experience in LA. A couple years ago, I had a psychic medium tell my mom that I was going to end up in LA in the future. And I never thought that that would be the case. I am definitely a gal who loves warm weather, and there's just something about the sun and the vitamin D that just does something for me. It just, let's be honest, it does something for all of us. Right now, some of you may know this, but I live in Chicago, and I actually moved there for my divine counterpart connection, my twin flame connection a couple years ago. Unbeknownst to me, I did not know what any of that was. I wasn't even awakened. I just honestly followed my heart. Let's just get down to the beat. I followed my heart and decided to move to Chicago because I was in love, and I'm still in love, obviously, but this has been such a journey for me because I've been learning a lot about myself in the process and healing a lot, breaking generational traumas and curses. And so to be here in LA at this point in time, it's pretty much like full circle, you guys. Like, this is a full circle manifestation moment. I manifested this experience. I knew I was going to end up here. I have not stressed out about my spiritual business as much as maybe I need to, but also not at the same time, because I've always had this inner knowing in my heart that I was going to be okay, that my mission, my future, money is not going to be a problem for me. And I guess I have faced my own personal battles and experiences around money and whatnot, but obviously this was a lesson for me to understand the importance of abundance, wealth, consciousness, mindset. And it's so important, you know, to have that mindset even when you feel like there's never enough to go around. Let's be honest, we've got to remember that there actually is, and there's an infinite life source at play here, and really the action that you take is what makes the difference. So even the small steps, which is honestly what I did, these small steps, these small connections, just even listening to your intuition about where you're feeling guided to show up in your reality for others, is when the sort of manifestation blessings come to play. So there's going to be more talk maybe in this video. We're just going to go with the flow. I have no idea how this entire video is going to turn out. So I am just so excited for you to all see this experience and bask in the energy of this manifestation abundance mindset. And my intention for this video is not only to share my journey and have this for memory and safekeeping, but to share insightful and impactful messages with you all. In addition to, the energy from this video is not to be siphoned, but is to be collectively shared. So once I post this online, I'm sharing this abundance, wealth, manifestation energy with you all, so that no matter where you're at in your life, no matter who you are or where the algorithms of the social media networks take you, if you come across this video, please know and let this video remind you, okay, that this is possible. Your dreams are possible, obviously, otherwise why would you be alive? So this energy from this video, I share it with you all and share that experience with you all so that you can remember your power and take whatever comes through for you in terms of the resonance from this video and utilize it in your own way. So basically inspiration to take those little steps that I was talking about earlier. So I'm sending you all so much love, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of this video. Hey guys, how's it going? We're back in Chicago. It is about midnight Central Standard Time, and I just wanted to close out this video with some final thoughts on how my experience was at the Conscious Life Expo in LA. So first and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to my now friend, my client Adam, for taking a chance and investing in me and inviting me to do readings, but mostly to be a part of this experience with other people in this sort of field and line of work. And I want to thank Laura Faye, who is also sharing the booth with us, for being present. I feel like I genuinely met my star family, and it's just been a weekend that I think from all of 27 years of my life and all of the incredible things I've been able to experience, this weekend was just so unmatched for me, because to me, it was really representative of what I have worked on within myself finally materializing in the physical world. And I've got to say, you're not alone, right? Like, the work that you do on yourself, it may seem like you're alone most of the time, and the journey can seem very almost isolating, but know that the time comes at the right point, right? Divine timing is so magical and profound, and it is not accidental. It happens right when you're ready to actually be present for the next surprise, right? For what is ready to materialize in your physical reality. And I would encourage anyone, because this is something that I wasn't aware of before, and I think it's definitely changed my perception on what I want to do in the future and how I want to show up within the community and within the world, within my mission. So I would encourage anyone who is sort of identifying with the spiritual world or esoteric world, wanting to be around this sort of like-minded community, to honestly look up what conferences are available in your country or in your, in your state, in wherever you're based, because that is really a profound and unique way to get around this kind of energy, these kind of people that really are changing the world in their own way and through their own story. And I got to meet so many incredible people. And here's the thing, we all have a story. We all have a background as to why we are where we are in this present moment. And for me, getting to meet cancer survivors, people who have been really ill, who have been around people who are ill, especially as someone who, went to school to study medicine and currently has my matrix job in Western healthcare, to have seen people find an alternative that is in more resonance with, I think, really natural healing, holistic healing, actually sustained healing that doesn't keep you in a system of constantly being recycled through the pharmaceutical industry, was what was so profound and shocking to me. Like, I needed to see that, there were several cancer survivors, women that I met, 4 to be exact, who had shared their story with me and how they went through the chemotherapy round, they went through all the medications, right? They did their due justice, we'll say, through that system, and ended up finding an alternative way that actually healed them, that actually put them into remission. And this is the thing that is so, suppressed, that we all as a collective are hoping to, I think, especially in the spiritual community, bring about forward within this world, is that there are other alternative tools available to us that are natural to the earth, natural elements to what is already present in our creation here on this planet, that can actually heal us. There were healing mats, and there was sound therapy and energy therapy and new ways of kind of receiving light therapy. Like, there were so many different booths with different innovative technologies that showed me that there is an alternative way to healing, not just from a traumatic wounding level, but also from the level that which may affect people through cancer or any sort of autoimmune diseases and things like that. So that was really something that changed my perspective on things. And I always knew that technology like that existed, but to have actually met the people with the stories was what completely changed my perspective on it. So, I think I would encourage anyone to recognize that, we have to, sometimes it takes us meeting people who have the story. We get to have that personal one-on-one experience for us to really say, okay, like, yeah, this exists. And I'm here to share with you all that it exists. And if you get a chance or an opportunity, even to invest $150, $200 to purchasing even at least one day at a conference like this, and just Google, see what's available out there,
then you will be able to see that there is so much more than what I talk about on my channel, my pages a lot, is than what we've been taught. So I had a profound experience, and I had a new way of seeing, how my channelings and what I'm doing with my mission is being brought into the world, but also to see how that is sort of in congruence with everyone else and their mission as well. And there was just this sense of deep alignment. And, I got to meet all these incredible people, the people, in person, which is, I'm so fortunate, and truly just expressing in words is not enough. And I wish the same for all of you who have worked so hard on yourself to trust and believe that that's possible for you. If this is something that you're passionate about and it is your mission, you can have that opportunity, because you will. Again, emphasis on, if this is your mission and you're doing this spiritual work, you want to meet these people, then it's going to happen for you. But there were just so incredible people that I got to meet, that, not only Laura Faye, who's a known Pleiadian Oracle channeler, not only my client Adam, who I got to meet in person, who's so well connected and who's so confident in himself and his gifts as well. I got to meet Bashar, Daryl Anka in person. I got to meet the Leo King in person, right? I got to meet so many people. I saw Lori Ladd. I got to hear Ishmael Perez. I got to really be around people who have made a name for themselves in this industry, within this mission. I got to meet Sharka, and there was just a lot. There was a lot, and although I didn't spend so much time filming too much, because I did want to live in my present experience, my present moment, and soak all of that sort of in, and try to use my experience as a mere reflection for what I can change and improve within myself, I will have to say that this was just something that was completely unmatched from any experience I've had in my life. And this is coming from someone who's been to 30 countries, who's traveled the world. And of course, I got to see some friends while I was in California too. And the thing with LA is that a lot of people talk about how dense the energy is, and the weather wasn't perfect when I was there, so I knew it couldn't have been related to that. Honestly, it was pretty much the same as Chicago weather. The first day was like 70 degrees, but the second and third day it was like 50 degrees, right? Which is the weather of Chicago now, but so I knew that the weather wasn't something that impacted my sort of pull to wanting to move there or be there, but there was just something about the energy there, guys, that was so different than at least what I experienced here in Chicago. I feel like in Chicago, people kind of just do their own thing. And I remember as soon as we landed, there were two guys in the row behind me that started getting into it on the plane, started yelling before we even got off the plane. And then as we got off the plane, they were fighting each other physically. And it just made me realize, like, okay, I'm home and I'm back in Chicago. And this is what this energy is in the city. There's light workers all over the world, right? There's light workers all over Chicago, but the stark difference in frequency between Chicago and California. I also got to meet Sevi, the blue avian. She's a little girl who's TikTok famous. Her mom is a psychic as well. You can find her on Psychic Christian, and she gave me hope and actually proved the channeled tweets that I had been tweeting over the last 2 years in regards to the children in the future, and how they're coming in awakened with these galactic gifts. And so for me to have met her, for her to say, you look so familiar, for other people that I cross paths with to say you look so familiar, it's like that soul recognition that's just not, you can't find it in most other places. And like I said, to have been in a place, in a city where, obviously there's a lot of darkness there because of Hollywood and whatnot, right? There's a lot of satanic energy present in sort of that area, but at the same time there's so much light, you guys. And this was a light that I had not felt in the past 6 years that I've been living in Chicago, to be quite honest with you all. And it's profound, like, this is my mission and my grid work, and I'm here also resolving karma in this city, and I'm with my twin, and there's just a lot of things that I'm working on here. But at the same time, to have seen how it's so normalized in the West, everything is normalized about spirituality in California, especially in LA. And that's just something that, I have been craving, like, to be around a larger community that gets it. And so, time will tell what happens in the future and how I may end up there later on. And obviously my business is mostly online, and that's, the point right now is to kind of keep it that way and to have that sense of flexibility. But I definitely got to see a difference in what's available to me over there. And I've got to say that You know, the opportunities are endless, and there is no limitation to what you will experience when you have a passion for something and you want to be around the like-minded individuals who share that same passion with you. And it's not about constantly talking about what's happening in the world or constantly talking about spirituality or any of that. It's more so about being around that frequency. And first, we must embody that frequency within ourselves. We must do the healing in order for us to, you know, transition and transcend those lower egoic states of being into higher states of self, to be able to see that materialize in the physical. And none of us are perfect. We're always going through this sort of cycle of inner work, but I am just totally enamored with that experience. I mean, this is new for me to be on YouTube, to vlog in this way, to talk about something like this, because I just don't normally feel comfortable talking about what I personally experience unless it's a general message of advice or guidance. But I just want to let you all know that what I experienced from this weekend, I am holding here in the palm of my hand. I have chills saying this, and I share it all with you to experience the magic of what you wish to have in front of you, and the surprises that which you have not even been able to conceptualize in your mind yet, but will show up for you on your doorstep anyways. Because when you work on yourself, you work on your healing, that first door opens, and then so does another and another and another. So I send you all so much love. I hope you enjoyed this mini vlog, whatever they call it these days, about the Conscious Life Expo and all of the messages that are connected with it. And just remember to bask in the energy that there's unlimited opportunities, unlimited blessings. I send you all so much love, and I guess I'll see you on the next video, channel message, whatever comes next.